All right, everybody. So welcome to Fwt Weekly. This is our live weekly training session where we study the charts together, analyze together, and then answer any questions that you may have and give you clarity on analysis. All right. Somebody is drawing on the screen. So, and the first thing I want to do for people that are joining us, I see that Mr. Kaide just joined in. Just joined the mentorship program. Now, the first thing you want to do is on the Telegram group, FWT Academy, you would see a pinned message. And on that pinned message, you see the link to the library there, to the video resource. So that is where you want to start from. All right. So when you go to the library, you see this page. You want to go to start from FWT Foundation Lessons. Once you are done with that, you now move to Fwt Elite Lessons and then try and watch as many weekly lessons as you can watch as well. Now, the reason why you want to watch the weekly lessons is because every week we do live analysis. You will be able to see how to do analysis live. That way it will influence how you start, how you trade, and then you learn a lot faster this way. Okay, and then there's a password to every page. Now the password to the page will be updated on that same pinned message. So there are times that we would have updated the password and then you're not able to log in again with the password. So all you have to do is just go back to that pinned message. The new password will be on the pinned message. So this is the foundation lesson. So you want to go through everything, and then the elites as well. You want to go through everything, and Fwt Weekly, you go through everything. So we have been doing this every week. You can see all the recording so far. All right. So let us go straight into what we have today. Let's analyze some things. Okay. So guys, like I always tell us, I try to hammer it as much as possible. And that is the fact that we don't need too many trades to hit our target every month. Okay, you can easily, as someone trading this concept, you can easily make 20% to 50% profit in a month or 100% profit in a month. Okay, and one trade can make you that profit target, honestly. So look at this particular trade, this 0 GBP. Mr. Val was the one that even reminded us of this setup. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday that Mr. Val reminded us of this. And then when he did that, okay, I confirmed the setup and then I posted it on the trade setups channel and on the group as well. Okay, giving us exactly where we should enter from. Okay, so let me just so this was a trade setup. I think it was around here when we posted it on the group or something like that. So we told you that when price get into this order block, you should take entry. Okay, that was on Tuesday, on Wednesday or Thursday, thereabouts. Now, if this is just the only trade that you took, and then if you are using, let's try and find our take profits. If you're using your fibs, okay, you're using 1.272. Okay, so if you had entered here, at the proximal line, let's assume you entered at the proximal line, and then you put your stop loss, okay, just like, let's say 3 pips above this, and then this is your take profits. Okay, so your risk to reward is 1 to 5, and then market played according to our setup. Okay, and the trade is still ongoing right now. I'm still on this trade since last week. Just one trade, guys. Just one trade has the potential to make you your profit target. You just need to let us follow the checklist. All right, like I always tell us, we don't need too many trades. Okay, check out where price is right now. If you had used this particular entry, you would have been in 1 to right now, 1 to 4 right now, but it has a potential to get to 1 to 5, 1 to 5.7, almost 1 to 6. So someone that is using low risk, that risks 2%, would have easily made 20% 10% profits on this trade. Okay, and if, like I always tell us, if you're able to make 10% profit every month, you are doing amazingly well. Okay, if you are able to make consistently 10% profit on any capital on a monthly basis, you are doing amazingly well. If you're able to do that consistently and then you sustain that level of results, all you need to start doing is now just get access to prop firm funding. Okay, and then so let's say you're able to get access to $50,000, for example. You making 10% of 50K, okay, that's 5% profit on a monthly basis. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. All right, anywhere in the world. All right. So the thing that I have to do is for us to master these skill sets. All right. A trader that is disciplined is someone that follows the checklist. Okay. Don't be in a haste to enter trades. The major reason why we are trading Forex is not to enter trades. The major reason is to make money. So no matter how slow our method might be, I understand that there are times that probably in a week we might not see anything to trade. Okay, but that's a test of your patience. Okay, do you want to make money or do you want to take trades? So that's a question that you have to answer. If your goal is to make money trading Forex, no matter how long it takes for the setup to align, okay, you wait for perfect setups. You don't want to risk your capital for no reason. Wait for perfect setups. And then when they align, enter with your full chest. Okay, because you have followed the checklist. It's as simple as that, guys. Okay. So cheers to people that took this particular trade. By the grace of God, I believe that it's still going to get here. Okay, so I've taken some partials already. Okay, so I'm still waiting for it to get here. Okay. Now, so Val asked a question on the group. I think he said that we should check out AUD USD. So if you're on this call and then you also want us to check out some other pairs, please just type it in the chat box and then we'll analyze it together. AUD USD. Okay, we'll do that next. So AUD USD. So let's check out what's going on from the monthly. All right. So what do we see here on AUD USD weekly? Okay, so we see price retracing into a supply zone. So this is swing supply. We can also see this. This is also a drop-based drop. But personally, in cases like this, I just prefer swing supply, to be very honest. So I like price to get to my swing supply before I take anything because it's a stronger supply. Now, if you had used this, you see that this setup have already happened and then it's breaking this. So let's wait for price to come here to the swing supply. Okay. On the monthly, you will also see that this is a demand level on the monthly. All right, drop phase rally here. Okay, so the force at which this guy is moving up here might be strong because it is moving from a swing demand. So you might get to a swing supply before stopping. All right, so you want to consider that as well. So let's go to weekly. All right. So personally, for AUD/USD, I would wait for price to enter the zone. Okay, preferentially, I will wait for price to enter the zone before I start looking for sells. All right, first I'm looking for sells, and then I wouldn't really try and enter any trade here right now because over here, when you look at this, there's no plenty liquidity here as much as it is here. So there'll be kind of grabs that will happen first before price goes in that direction that we want it to go. So let's check out what's going on daily. Okay, good. So you can also see that we'll expect price to grab. This is a liquidity zone. Okay, price will come up into this zone. So when price enters this zone, we'll now look for a break of structure to sell this guy to the demand. All right. So for AUD/USD, I would wait. I'll wait for price to enter this supply zone before looking for a sell. Okay. For looking for sell. And then this you can look for entry. So it depends on the time frame where you want to, get this from. So if you're getting it from the weekly, you want to look for entries on the 4 hours. If you are getting it on the daily, look for entry on 30 minutes or the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So that's that. Mr. Val, I hope that makes sense. You posted something on the group. Let me check your analysis actually. I didn't check it. Because on 30 minutes. Mr. Val. Okay, D1 30 minutes play. So the setup was on daily, right? And then you're trying to enter on 30 minutes. Setup was on daily. If you are looking for a setup on daily. Okay. If you're looking for a setup on daily, then this has to be the zone that you want to use. This zone here. Because this would have been a trend for you. Something like this. This is even short. There's a little break here. Okay, these would have been the original supply, but price broke this place and it went up. So if it's going up, you want to use the origin here where it started from. So this would be the supply zone I want to use. So if we are going to use that, then this is the zone. Let me enlarge that. So it's still in that weekly supply. You can see rally, base drop, base drop. So this one's the up move, rally, base drop. So you want price to enter the zone. If you're looking at it from the daily. So when price comes into the zone, look for entry on 30 minutes. So AUD/USD is not ready yet for a sell. Okay, so that's where our patience will come in. For all we know, price might not even enter the zone at all. Price might just pick up and they might even start going down from here, which is fine, perfectly. You only want to enter setups that align with your strategy. Don't be too eager to enter trades. All right. So let's check out NZD/JPY by Madam Jessie. NZD/JPY. NZD/JPY. Oh, good. So I think I have this aligned already. Let me cancel it out. So let's check out for the monthly. what's going on the monthly charts. You can see a lot of things on the monthly. Okay, you can see this impulse, correction, impulse. Okay, step 2, your break of structure. Step 3, identify supply or demand. This is a demand supply level on this guy. Rally base drop over here. Okay, and then there's a cluster actually, but you can see so price has gotten into that supply zone on the monthly, so we're expecting a strong move here. Let's check out what's going on the weekly chart. On the weekly, what do we see? On the weekly, we see an up move that is started here. Okay, and price came here, right, from this demand zone here. So price picked up from this demand, and then it's going into this supply. All right. So personally, before we can see a move to the downside, okay, I would naturally expect us to see a good liquidity grab here. So price is almost at equal high here. Liquidity grab is here. All right. So we can expect price to come to this median line. Okay, and then we look for entry. So this is the weekly chart. Let's check what's going on the daily. All right. So we want to find so we found this on the weekly. Let me show the time frame. So we found this setup on the monthly. Okay, I don't want us to have a swing trade for this. Let's find a setup on daily or weekly, so that we can have a fast and smooth trade. Okay, so we already know for certain that monthly is saying that price is on a supply zone. So guys, if monthly is telling you something, just know that it's going to be a strong move. Weekly, let's find a setup on weekly for the sell. Okay, if you are doing weekly, the zone here is rally base drop. All right, good. So guys, naturally you want price to come to this median line. When price hit this median line, you can look for entry on the 30-minute charts or on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so this guy is not ready yet. So what do? You can just set your alert here so that you know that okay, you're about to start looking for setups. So this guy is almost ready, but it's not ready yet for a sell because there has to be liquidity grab here. Price is already at equal highs here. Price has to take out people's stop loss properly, and then that will give the market makers enough liquidity to sell, to short this particular pair here. All right. So let's check out. Madam Jessie, I hope that explains everything you need to know. The setup is not ready yet. There's no entry setup yet, but we know that because this is a supply zone, it aligns on monthly, aligns on weekly and daily. We are expecting a break of structure entry on this guy. Okay, so as they align, we will update ourselves on the group. Okay, so Mr. Fitz is asking AUD-CHF. AUD-CHF. Let's check out AUD-CHF. AUD-CHF. AUD-CHF, Rwanda. Okay. Let's start from monthly. Okay, so this guy is on a downtrend, general downtrend. So on a downtrend, let's go to weekly. Weekly, we are seeing impulse correction, impulse correction. Price is back to a supply area. So ADCHF price is in a weekly supply zone. Let's see if we can find that zone also daily. Okay, so price is in a weekly and daily supply. So naturally, what you want to do here, so you go to your 30 minutes, and then what you want to do is to look for entry. So this is your breakout, your order block, rally base drop here. Okay, so we see the move coming into the zone. So we want to find the breakout structure, have you? Okay, so this right here is the structural area. And then we see that price already broke this structure. Now what we should expect is for price to enter the zone. Okay, price almost did, but let me zoom in. Price almost entered this other block, this rally base drop here, but didn't. So what that tells us that we are still, there's still a valid possible setup. So what do? We just wait, my people. So you wait for a possible move. This guy, if this guy should come back to this zone, you want to short it. Okay, so you sell here. So you want to set your alert here for AED CHF. 30 minutes breakout structure. Okay, Mr. Fizz. So that's what I would do if I'm to enter this AED CHF trade. Okay. So it's not just a waiting game for you. And then with your alerts, you won't have to really be checking your charts all day. You understand? So let's check out other setups posted by Mr. Fizz. Okay, GBP JPY. GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay, so a lot of them are in the zone. Let's check out what's going on here. Give me a second. Okay. So when we look at GBP JPY charts, okay, what do we see? Is price in an uptrend or downtrend? Anybody? From the monthly. It looks confusing, but just check it out. Is price in an uptrend or a downtrend? Looking at this guy from the monthly. Anybody wants to help us out? Downtrend. Mr. Var says downtrend. Mr. Justice says downtrend. Mr. Fizz uptrend. Okay. Well, let's see if it's a downtrend or uptrend. Let us draw the impulse and if it's a downtrend. So looking at it from the monthly, okay, so this is the highest point. So we start here. So this is our impulse move. This is our correction. Okay. So there's no If it's truly a downtrend right now, there should be a break of this guy. But we didn't see that. Even if we had to use this move here, if you have to use this one, impulse, correction, okay, we didn't see a break of this guy to give us a pronounced downtrend, okay. But what we do see is all these moves here. That's in these small ones. You can see it. And then what do we see? Looking at that, we are seeing that price has broken these lower highs. This lower high here. We can see a break, a strong break. Okay, and then you can see the price. Okay, it broke, gave us this correction, and then impulse. So I would say price is strongly uptrend on this guy. That's from the monthly, strongly uptrend. Okay. Let's check out what's going on the weekly. It's gonna give us better perspective to this. So we can see the uptrend vividly from here. Okay, and then we are seeing price struggling to break this zone here. So let's try and make meaning of what is going on here. Let me zoom this in. Okay, and then I'm also saying something like this here. Okay, that's on the weekly, and then price retracing into this supply. Okay, when you also look at this, price is a lot of things are happening here, but let's zoom in on what's going on with current market price right now. Okay, so that's why this area is of interest to me. On the weekly, I'm seeing impulse, correction, impulse, and price is back to the supply zone, rally base drop. Okay, so let's highlight that zone on weekly. Okay, also because there's been a struggle for price to break the zone. Okay, and then looking at this, you can see a liquidity grab. There's a grab here. Okay, that was what pushed price to the downside, and then formed this downtrend, and then we are seeing break of structure and price is back into this. Okay, so that's why I'm using that zone. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so this is a supply zone on the weekly. Okay, this will be the median line, somewhere around there. If you go to the daily, you see the same thing. Okay, impulse, correction, impulse. So over here now, we're now start looking for entry. So if we go to 30 minutes, what's our goal here? Our goal is to find other block. Now, as you're saying, price is now an uptrend coming into the zone, an uptrend. Okay, so right now, so far so good. The other block that we see is this guy, rally base drop. Price is beyond the median line, rally base drop. So this is where I want to take your entry from. And then so far so good. This right here is your break of structure, is your structural area. So except price print another structural area, that will be your new break of structure zone. So right now, if this is all what price will do, for us to enter this trade, you want to wait for price, okay, to come down and break this zone, because that's a structural area, that's a structure. You want price to break this structure, okay, and then once it's broken, you want price to come back into the other block, and then you take your entry for a sell. All right, it's as simple as that. Don't enter a trade if price has not broken structure. That's why I'm drawing this trend lines, just to identify the structure for you. Okay, this, for this move, this is not a structural area. This place, it's not structure. Okay, because that's not the trend that entered into the zone. So this is the structural area. This is the lower low. I said lower low, higher low. Okay, and then price from the higher high. You want price to break this and retrace into the other block, and then you sell. All right, Mr. Fizz. So that's what I would do if I'm to enter JPJPY. Lastly, EuroCAD. Let's check out EuroCAD. Okay, let's go to the monthly. Okay, so monthly, what do we see on monthly? Impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, impulse. Okay, so we see a downtrend on this guy because of this break of structure. So possibly on EuroCAD now, we are anticipating a retracement into the zone, because also price is at a demand level here. Okay, so we're going to anticipate a retracement here. So on EuroCAD, on monthly, price is in a demand level, okay, which will prompt this move here. So let's try and look for buys on EuroCAD. Let's go to weekly. We are looking for buys on EuroCAD. Weekly is giving us this. Okay, so nothing, no buy setup on weekly. Let's go to daily. No buy setup on daily. Let's go to 4 hours. No buy setup on 4 hours. Still going down. Okay, so nothing yet, honestly. So on EuroCAD, you want to look for buy setup or a continuation of the strong move down. But ultimately, I think price would, because now check it out, guys. Okay, we are doing the same thing that we know how to do. Looking at this move, that's it, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. Okay, price is back into this zone. Check it out. Drop, base, rally. You can see that we're in a demand zone on monthly, and then you can already see a little liquidity grab here. You can see this liquidity grab. All right, so ultimately, there's liquidity to move price up already from the monthly perspective. Okay, so that's why we want to find a buy. Okay, I should switch to line chart. Yeah, I'll switch to line chart. Okay, now when you switch to line chart, it's not going to consider the swing zones and demand zones. You're just going to consider the stop, but this zone is a valid zone. Okay, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Okay, over here now we know for certain. Now check it out, guys. For certain price, look at it. Price is, see, impulse, correction, impulse. Price is in a downtrend actually on EuroCAD because of this breakout structure. We know price is in a downtrend, and the line chart also confirmed it. It's a val, but we also have to take into consideration what price is telling us. Okay, based on this guy, this zone is a demand zone. Okay, so if it's a demand zone, we're expecting a reaction here. Because we know that price is in a downtrend, the next possible move is a retrace, a correction into this place. All right, so a correction will only happen in a demand zone, which is this zone that we have found here. And then we have already seen a possible liquidity grab here, which is what is done a lot by market makers. You can see this small grab here. Because this is a monthly chart, let's measure the pips from here to here. Okay, 17 pips liquidity grab. So let's go to weekly. So right now on this guy, because we are expecting a retracement, my people, okay, I would only be looking for buys here because this is a demand zone on the weekly. Okay, if you have to look for a sell, price might actually continue. Okay, so if you want to sell, you want to look for a perfect sell setup in this zone to inform you of the continuation. Okay, so right now nothing is happening here. Okay, so if this is going to be a sell, you can see this is impulse, correction. Okay, price has not broken this zone yet to confirm the downtrend on these 4 hours. All right, so nothing yet here. For a sell, okay, if you have to consider this impulse, correction, impulse, then you want to wait for price to retrace into this zone, and then you possibly look for a sell to the downside, but that has not happened yet. So we have been provided with nothing yet to trade based on our checklist. Okay, but I am of the opinion that we should look for perfect buy setups on this guy because that's what I think the market wants to do next based on what we are seeing on the higher time frame. Okay, good. So let's check out another AUD JPY. Mr. Val. AUD JPY. AUD JPY. Let's go to monthly. What is monthly telling us? Impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, price is back to supply. Price is in the supply zone here. Okay, that's on monthly. So we should expect some kind of indecision here, and of course a move to the downside based on this supply zone on monthly. And we're also seeing this impulse correction, impulse correction, and then we are seeing the break of structure. And then we know that after a higher high, okay, we're expecting a higher low. All right, so confluence, for the higher low to happen, a supply zone has to push price. All right, so this would possibly be the zone that will push price and then make that correction happen into the zone, rally based rally. All right, so that's what I see on the monthly. Let's go to the weekly chart. Okay, so if you're going to look for sales here on the weekly, this is the median line somewhere here. So on the 4 hours now, you want to look for the other block on the 4 hours and then wait for break of structure. So price has not even formed yet. This is what's going on the weekly chart. You are seeing the move. Okay, so price is very much bullish on weekly. We go to daily. What do we see? Same thing on daily, bullish. So now let's try and short these guys. So we go to the 4 hours. Okay, so I believe that price will still very much get into this median line before the breakout, before the other block will be formed. Because right now we cannot even use this, because looking at this structural area, this is the structure. Okay, we cannot use this zone here as the other block, because if you are to use it, that means to take entry, this will be the structural area. That means price will need to come down here and then come back up, which is unreasonable. All right, so I'm anticipating a lot of moves that will see occur in this supply zone that will properly print the setup that we are looking for. So a lot of patience on ADJPY. So as they align, you will know. Just be checking. So this guy is not ready yet. I wouldn't sell ADJPY yet. I wouldn't sell it yet because it's still very much bullish. It's still very much bullish. You can see this power here. It's still very much bullish. Okay, no setup for a sell yet on ADJPY. So let us be patient. Okay, good. Was a patient. What else? Which other pair I want to be checked? Any other pair that you want us to check? Let me see. AD card. AD card. Okay. Monthly. Guys, you have to learn to also check out market structure on higher time frame. Okay, it will really help you to enter the best trades, honestly. So what do we have on this guy? Monthly AD card. Who can tell us what this chart is What is it telling us? Is price in an uptrend or a downtrend on AED card by looking at this? Downtrend. Okay, Mr. Hafiz. Who else? Who else wants to answer the question? Is price in an uptrend or downtrend? The general overview. Downtrend. Thank you. Downtrend. Thank you. Good. So price in a downtrend. Downtrend but retracing. Okay. Let's go to weekly chart. Let's quickly find a setup. Okay. Supply zone here. So price is coming down from a supply zone. Okay, so we might possibly see a move to break the zone here. Okay, so there's an activity going on here, which might inform the move for the continuation. That's from the monthly chart. It's a downtrend. It's a strong downtrend. Now let's erase that. Let's go to weekly. Okay. Impulse, send this. Okay, prices at this supply. That's on weekly. Rally based drop. Further the weekly supply, and then we are seeing this reaction here. Okay, let's go to daily. You see pretty much the same thing on daily. Okay, so let's go to 30 minutes and see this setup as aligned on 30 minutes. On 30 minutes, hold on now. Give me a second. Okay, so this is it here. 30 minutes. Price has broken this. Let's go back to the weekly. Give me a second. Let's go back to the weekly real quick and check out something. If this is on the weekly, if we check on the 4 hours, okay. If we check on the 4 hours, we're seeing this rally based drop here. Okay. So the trend going into this move is simple like this. The structure. Okay. So this is the break of structure you're looking for. When price broke the structure, and then you want price to retrace into the zone. So ultimately, we are looking for price to still come into this zone for an entry to be taken before price continues the downtrend from our monthly perspective. So now we know that price should still go into this zone here. So, but price is still here. Can we look for an uptrend here that we use to follow price into this zone? Okay, let's find out. So let's go to, we can even use this zone here. Let me erase this real quick. Time. Okay, we are even seeing this on the 4 hours impulse correction impulse, and the price is back to demand, right? Drop, rally, drop is rally. So we use okay. So if we go to 15 minutes, has price entered the median line yet? Let's check it out. You can also consider this zone. So let's try and get the median line. Take our fibs from here to here. Okay, yes, price has touched the median line from here. So let's go to 15 minutes. This is a 4-hour demand. So 15 minutes. What are we saying in 15 minutes? We want to get the other block of 15 minutes here. Okay, rally, drop base rally. Then looking at the entry that we have taken, you can see the trend impulse into the zone. So the structure that we're waiting for to be broken is this structure here. And then you can see that price has broken this structure area, and the price is back into the zone. So this is where we should have taken entry here. Okay, and then you can see the move here. But like I always tell us, a lot of times when you set up our lines on Monday, there's always going to be, more often than not, like a retracement back for you to enter. Okay, so I would say now AUD card, you want to enter in the session, either in the Sydney session or Canadian, or the US or the New York session. CAD is New York session. All right. So I would wait for tomorrow to happen. I believe that price will come back into the zone tomorrow and then take entry. You have already missed the buy entry. Okay, so to get a second entry, you want to wait for price to come back into the zone, into this. You can take entry from the first one line. That's tomorrow. Okay, in the New Zealand session, the Sydney session, or New York session tomorrow when price comes back into the zone. So what will I do? I'll come here, I've set my alert for a buy, 15 minutes buy. Okay, and where's our target? Our target is that 4 hours entry for the break of structure. This is your target over here. And then when price comes back into the zone, you want to sell here as well. Mr. Fitz, does that make sense to you? I think you asked the question, right? So that's what I'll do. So I'll wait for price to come back tomorrow. I like to enter trades on Tuesday. Okay, a lot of shenanigans happen on Monday that can mess with somebody. So I like to enter trades on Tuesday. Okay, so just observe AUD card. Okay, the real move will happen from tomorrow morning, from the Sydney session. Okay, good. So we have a few setups that we aligned today. So let's check out a few more before we call it a night. Let's check out Euro USD. All these guys have been on. Okay. Euro USD on monthly. What are we saying? Oh, let me start this guy. Let's just quickly do this. Price in the monthly demand, daily. You can send your pairs, or just send any other pair you want us to check. Okay. Oh, put buys on this guy. Median line. Go to 30 minutes real quick. So price is the monthly demand on your USD, and then on 4 hours we are seeing this. All right, this is reconstruction. Waiting for price to retrace into demand zone. We are seeing rally is rally, seeing drop is rally here. So our point of interest for reaction will be here. Here and here. Mr. Val, you are sending me a direct message. I think that's a mistake. You can just change it to so that everybody will see your question. So you are asking, on the monthly supply zone is possible, right? Can you reframe your question, Mr. Val, and send to everybody so that I will see it? I didn't get the question properly. Please rephrase it. Thank you. So on the 4 hour now, when price gets into the zone, you want to look for a possible buy here because price is on a demand level, or if price comes here, you can look for a buy. Okay, you're saying I think I can see a cluster on the monthly supply zone on Euro USD, right? So let's check that out. Monthly supply. Which cluster? Which one? Where? Is it supply or demand you're talking about? Supply on the monthly. Are you on your laptop, Mr. Val? So that you let me give you access so that you show me what you see. Because if you're checking this from supply point of view, this is what you are seeing. So it's a move. Okay. This is your break of structure. Okay, so connect it so that you show us what you're saying. So this is one drop base drop. Okay, so while we wait for Mr. Val, any other question, guys, before we call it a night? Any other questions? For people that are just going through the education, if you have any questions, please ask your questions. Mr. Fizz, I remember now, I sent you a message on WhatsApp. I'm not sure if you've seen it. So please check and then let me know, please. Okay. Mr. Laugh, have you gone through the video on demand and supply again? Is it clearer now? Mr. Laugh, is it clearer now? Mr. Coyote, feel free to ask questions. I know you just started going through the videos. As you are learning, feel free to ask your questions in the Telegram group or on this live session as well. Okay, it's very, very important. It's very important. All right, so we're going to be done in the next 5-10 minutes. Mr. Val, are you ready? All right. Okay. Which one is your laptop? Okay. Okay, Mr. Val, I've made you the host now. So share your screen. You can also unmute yourself now. Okay. Unmute yourself, sir.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
So when we go on the monthly,
Euro USD.
so I was thinking if it's possible to join since this year and this year and it's so close to each other. So we can make both
Yeah.
of them to then take the trade from the median. So
Okay.
this would be to stand as liquidity.
Okay. So this is the 1 hour now, not the monthly.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I was on the monthly.
Okay.
Let it load.
It has loaded.
No.
Just drag it because it's monthly. Okay.
Moment, still loading.
Okay. Is this MT5? Mustafa, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's MT5.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're almost there.
Okay, so show us which supply are you saying is a
If
cluster?
we are working with this here, let's consider that this is the swing. So this is our trading range. So this is the break of structure here. So this is the break of structure. So these are wings. So working with the two wings. So since this demand here and this here are close by, and this is the swing that sponsored the break of structure. So wouldn't it be better if we combine this cluster and this together to make so something like this and take the median as for entry. I don't know if it can work.
No. So you are talking about demand now, not supply, right?
Okay, so demand, I mixed it up.
Mix it up. Okay, good. All right. So this is what I think. Okay, let me reclaim the host settings. Hold on. So go back to the candlestick pattern. Change to candlestick. All right, good. So zoom in a bit. All right, that's okay. Now, how do I annotate? Okay, now this is the move, right? That broke this structure. Okay. If we are to use that, this is the zone that you are concerned with. Now you can also see this downtrend here. There's also a break of structure here. Break of structure here. Price broke this. This one that we use here. Drop base rally. Oh, it's getting messier. Let me use my own chart. I got your point now, Mr. Val. Okay. let me just go to my chart and then I'll show you properly. Is that okay? But stay on the line. Okay, don't unmute your mic. Don't mute your mic rather. Okay, so Euro USD, let's go to monthly. Are you there, Mr. Val? Where are you? Unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, good. So I'm saying this is an impulse move. Okay, it broke this structure, right? And
Yes.
when a move breaks structure, that validates a demand. So this is a demand zone here. Drop, base, rally. Okay. Now, let's remove this. Looking at this move like this, so price is not even yet in it, except you now want to add this one, this drop, rally, base, rally, or drop, base, rally. Use this place. Okay, so you can see that price touch it a bit. Now, check this out. There has also been move here, price on a period of downtrend, because this is monthly charts. Okay, we have to consider all these moves here. Okay, there's a downtrend here, and we're also seeing break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. Okay, and what I would do. Okay, Madam Jesse, no problem. You get a replay. It's up. So this is rally, drop base rally. This is a demand zone here. That's why I'm anticipating a buy here. Okay, and then when you go to the 4 hours or the 1 hour, whatever time frame, you'll be finding buy setups here. On the 4 hours, you can easily see this move here. This is a break of structure. So you want price to retrace into a demand zone. So possibly this is the best one here. So when price comes into this zone, you want to find a buy setup on 15 minutes. Mr. Val, I don't know if I got your question correctly or I'm saying it's the right way. Just let me know if you understand what I'm doing. Let me unmute you again.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I get it now.
Get it? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So Mr. Fitz is asking, where is the target? Okay, so to get the target, let's go to a higher time frame. Okay, now we know for certain, let's see, let me delete everything. If you check Euro USD on a higher time frame, you see that it's strongly a down move. Okay, this is break of structure here. So if we see a buy setup here, for example, now your ideal target will be somewhere above this break of structure. That's where we're expecting price to get to, somewhere here. So if this moves value, one price will come here. We saw a demand zone here on the 4 hours. So if if this is valid, okay, we wait for price. All right, wait for price to do his break of structure entry here, and then we'll buy it into the zone. Now you can also see a small structural move here on daily. Impulse, correction, impulse, and then price is back here. Rally, base rally, or rally base drop. So you can use that cluster, and on 30 minutes, let it align, and then you buy into the zone, or you just use your Fibonacci take profit settings. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Let me know if it makes sense. But this particular guy is not ready yet for entry on any time frame. So you have about 70 pips. All right, good. So as this trades align, we'll be posting commentary on the Telegram group. Okay, so please try and engage on the group as much as you can. If you need clarification, please ask, and then follow up with these setups as well. What we have done tonight, also, once I send the replay tomorrow, you can watch it again so that you know the setups that we analyzed, and then you can also do similar markups on your charts and then set your targets for entry. But as they align as well, I would also notify us the ones that I'm taking entry on. Okay. So thank you so much for coming for this weekly session. It's been a pleasure showing us how to do this. So Mr. Val, so our next session, also come along with your laptop. So you show us, you teach us next week. Okay, I like the fact that you came on board with your laptop. So it will be more interesting that way. And then the upper one, Mr. Fizz as well. When will you come and show that to analyze trade, Mr. Fizz? Yes, Mr. Fizz, please also chat me up. I need to know your progress with the prop firm thing that you subscribe to. So if I can help in any way, just let me know. Okay. All right, guys. So please let's have a remarkable night. I wish us all the very best in this trading week. God bless you.